let's just cut to the chase. The footage you're about to see is over 2 years old. Technically this is me from the future, but if you're watching this, I won't have filmed this in the future. This will be filmed in the past for you if you're watching it, because I'm filming this right now. And by the time you see this, I'll have already have filmed this, because that's the only way you're able to see it. So therefore this is actually me from the past also. But what you're about to watch is me from the super past, and by the past I mean over 2 years ago, because all of what you're about to see was filmed from April into May of 2024, which is over 2 years ago now. It's currently July 2026. And the reason it's taken me so long to actually cut this together isn't because it hasn't been edited. This actual video you're about to watch has been cut together for quite a long time. Don't get me wrong, it didn't get cut together when a lot of this stuff was still relevant. I definitely did take a long hiatus before I edited this together, but it wasn't a 2-year one. That's just how long it's taken for me to get to this point. Now the reason this is actually taking so long is because I wanted to explain myself at the beginning of the video about why it's taken so long for this video to actually be uploaded. Like I say, the video you're about to watch has been edited together for a long time. It's me. I have been holding my own self back because I wanted to wait until I had clean hair, and me having clean hair these days is a very rare occasion. If you're discovering these videos now, welcome to the last day. A lot of what happens to this day is now no longer relevant because it's from 2 years ago. Not only is this day massively irrelevant, especially with what happens at the end, most of this series of videos is now irrelevant because of how fast things change in Disney World. I have not been since this last day. So much has been added, so much has been taken away, and so much is in the process of changing that this is basically just, you know, archive footage at this point. So yeah, enjoy day 14 I guess, and sorry it's taken me so long, and sorry that I'm pure whinging about things that are no longer relevant. There is footage from day 15, but it's the day we leave, so it's basically just me eating Mickey waffles and returning the car, so it's not that exciting. So I'm pretty sure this is where it ends. I think it's for the best that it ends here because it's taken me this long. It's taken me 2 and a bit years to get 14 days worth of footage onto the internet. I don't think it's wise to add a sad day 15. Okay, enjoy. Or don't. I'm not going to force you into enjoying something if you don't want to, but I think it's really weird if you keep watching and you're not enjoying yourself.
You'll like Amy. She's an artist.
Good morning from our Juliet balcony. It's our last full day in Disney, and if I think about it too hard I'll cry, so I'm not going to think about anything too hard. Not that I usually think about things too hard. Me and Mum are heading into Magic Kingdom. Not quite for early entry, we'll probably get there just in time for a regular rope drop. But we're not going in to do too much. I feel like we've done quite a bit already, so it's just getting to go in and enjoy the park one last time. First stop though is to fill up the mug. This has actually been really handy. Like I said, in the past few years we've not been getting one just because, I don't know, but we've definitely got our money's worth out it just by going before we go to the parks, and then we've got it before we come back, especially when we've been driving to the parks, because we can't just leave it in the car and then no one's having to like carry it about or stick it in their bag or anything. I think it's tricky when you're staying at a resort like Old Key West that is so big and sprawling to know whether it's worth having one. But obviously we've been so close to like the Turtle Shack and everything where there's a refill station that it's literally 2 extra minutes to nip in and fill up your cup before you go anywhere. I think as well the reason I've been kind of resistant to get them in the past is because I know resorts like Port Orleans have like freestyle machines. So I've just been a bit like, well, you can get any drink you want if you're staying there, and you can only get like 7 or 8 of them here. But listen, I will drink Diet Coke until the cows come home. I don't know if that's the correct saying for this instance, but I've said it now, so I just need to stick to my guns on it. I mean, obviously if you're resort hopping as well, it's handy to have it with you because you can fill up at different resorts even if you're not staying at them. It's just in the parks you can't. That doesn't mean you can't like fill it up with water in the parks, or if you get a drink you could transfer it in, I suppose, so that you've got it insulated and cool. The refill station is just in here, along with some board games and stuff that you can play at the pool, and this thing which I've successfully done once. We're in. I think we might, well, I'm saying I think, and we're walking up the stairs to do so. get the train. It's 9:01, so the fireworks are going to go off in a minute to Oakley Park. Right, we're going to have a wee look up Main Street. The Dapper Dans are coming out on the trolley car. Yes. I think we're going to try and pop on Big Thunder. It's saying it's a 10-minute wait, and we walked past it to come down to the toilets here. It looked quite busy. It looked like it was getting busier, but we're going to try it and see how it is. Oh, come and make friends. Hi. Oh no, you're not. You're away. Oh, where are you? Come on, appear on the tree. There you are. We popped into Gaston's to get the ham, provolone and Swiss sandwich. We're just sitting in the sort of queue bit for Enchanted Tales of Belle. It doesn't open until past:30. So we're hoping if we just eat this quickly, we can pop in to that showing. It's quite a big cottage actually. Very spacious, very large windows. just after 11. We are heading into Storybook Circus. We're going to try and find some of these Smell-O-Phants on parade, and I can see one over there. You can see most of them actually. Is this the ticket booth here? Yeah. We're going to go and get one of the little thingamabobbers. So this is the bubblegum Smell-O-Phanт. The only one that's actually smelled so far was the second one, which we think was cotton candy, but don't actually know. And this should be the pink lemonade one. There's not much pink on it, but I like these little symbols. And we've done it. Got a sticker to prove that my nose works. Does my nose work, or can I just pick up in context clues? We are back at Main Street, and I think we're heading out. And that's us. That's Magic Kingdom done. I need to find my mum though. I stopped to smell the roses and I lost her. Not that way when you just miss the fireworks. Thank you. Thanks for that, because I was just about to say I just missed them. Stopped recording, turned for 2 seconds and they went off. At least I get a bit of it. What time is it? 11:30? Must be about 11:30. Got on the monorail and got it round to the Contemporary. Just jumped off here to use the toilet, fill up my cup, which is down here under my arm. It is. Fill my cup up and get the bus over to Animal Kingdom. But we're just stopping into the gift shops here because they are really nice. I feel like they're really nicely curated. And there's always kind of stuff that you're like that, yes, that's nice. So just having a wee nosy at all that. Again, not really an ear person, but these are nice. There, I've said it. You heard it. Came out of my mouth. I do like this as well, the wee flowers. Oh, little baby ones, they're so little. Made a little pit stop at the Joffrey's for a pink donut, and we're just waiting for our bus. We've got 5 minutes, so it gives us plenty of time to eat our donut. My mum got a shake and Jamaican as well. And I refilled my mug, so we're all sorted. They're so good, aren't they? What? It's just a nice flavour. And we've made it to the blindingly bright entrance to Animal Kingdom. I've said it multiple times, I don't know what it is. It's actually not as bad today as it has been about this bit of ground right here, but it's so reflective it just bounces the sunlight back into your eyes and it hurts. It's very sore. Still wildly tempted. Do I wear hats regularly? No. Do I still want it? Yes. Also a very big fan of this t-shirt, which I've not seen until now. And we're exiting Animal Kingdom via the sneaky little bridge that's actually kind of scary to walk on. There's a duck having a bath. I know. It's very pretty. Now I'm getting a little like sprinkle off of this. I feel like it's very, very quiet and no one knows about it. Both times I've crossed it, not a soul. It's another question. I think it's because people probably don't know where it leads to. But let's just keep taking you out of the park. Even though I do find Tracy the Tree mildly petrifying, we are leaving the Rainforest Cafe again. Once again, chasing aircon. We're very good at it at this point. Hi Tracy. She's okay. Okay, you're looking me up and down. Is that what's happening? You're looking at. Okay, yeah. It's very sad seeing all the boats just moored here at Disney Springs because they can't go anywhere until it rains. I'm unsure if this is about to go off or not. It feels like it might. It's making noises. I think it might just be the crocodile. As you can tell, we've made it to Disney Springs. My hair has been braided so that it is out my way. We're in Eat for some Indian food. I'm quite hungry, I'm also quite sleepy, which is concerning. But not too bad, I haven't really felt sleepy until night time for a lot of this trip. So that's a positive that it's the last day and I'm only now hitting the midday sleepies. I'm getting a chicken pizza flatbready thing, just saying like about how there doesn't seem to be as much Indian food. I mean, I suppose there's kind of stuff a bit like it in Animal Kingdom and everything, but not really. That's more, yeah, it's more African based. I know, but it's something that we get a lot at home. Like, there's a lot of like Indian food in Scotland. Quite excited to try this. Ooh, a wee can of white wine. It's happy hour, so everyone else is on the booze. I've just filled up Diet Coke to try and give myself some caffeine to wake me up a bit more. Sorry, this is incredible. It's some poutine, some bowls, there's a prawn one, there is a sag one, that has chicken, this is the bread service, that's the pimento, and this is the chicken tikka naan, flatbread pizza thing. Is there any cutlery? Is that can I get a wee cutlery set down, please? Ooh.
I thought it was sweet corn there, but it's not. It's puffed rice.
This is delicious. What is it again? Is it chicken? Poutine. Aye.
Very nice.
Poutine Caesar salad. This is the poutine.
Oh, 6 o'clock.
Likewise. They're actually quite similar. This is just a pizza. And yours is chips. The Rainforest Cafe's just started exploding. It should keep going. Last time I'd done it for ages, but I don't know if I've maybe missed it. Okay, great. Now it's decided to not go for so long. As soon as I stop recording, it's going to pop off. I'm in Goofy's Candy Company because I'm looking for snacks or like treats to take back home for work. I feel like they used to, once upon a time, make bags of these that were just the red ones. They were Mickey shaped. And they also had them that they were Winnie the Pooh shaped. More like these down here. I'm on a mission to walk through the world of Disney without getting distracted. Just purely so that I can walk back to the buses. It's partly an aircon. Surprise! We're in Epcot and there's a monorail! Yay! surprise, we're in Epcot. They look like a thumb. Heading in to Cosmic Rewind. It's been reasonably quiet most of the time we've gone in, apart from when we went in for the extended evening, because I feel like they just call everyone at the one time. Maybe, I'm not 100% on that, don't quote me, but that's what it feels like. It feels like a guest at 9 o'clock and they're like that, yep, on you come, even when your estimated time was an hour from that. And obviously, if they call everyone from a deluxe resort at 9 when the park closes. Again, unconfirmed, just a rumour that I've made up this moment. They call everyone at that time. It therefore means that as soon as the fireworks end, everyone goes to it. And you get stuck right here. It's queued right the way down. I see that's moving quite fast though, but still, I'm used to just any other time there's been a virtual queue, we've got up to a bit there. So here we have the 35-minute wait for Frozen Ever After. I'm unconvinced. Look how cute it is. Look at Norway. Look at all the little Norwegian lanterns. They're nice. We are heading out the park after Frozen, which was fun. John got soaked. Kind of less than stellar experience on Guardians there. I may elaborate, I may not. My main thing is go at the pace of the slowest member in your party, and also I feel like they need to do something about the queuing, or not the queuing, but the like pre-show rooms and that. It's really not greatly managed. I also very much enjoy these big light baton things in the new garden area, especially when they go fun colours. It's one of those things I don't think really reads all that well in the daylight, but at night time it's very nice. I've actually only just seen the Walt Disney statue this second.
Oh, yeah.
There it is. And we're back. Oh, cutest. Filled my cup up. I can't tell if I'm in a pure rubbish mood because I'm going home tomorrow, or if I'm just really bothered by the experience we had at Guardians of the Galaxy. I don't really know. I think it's probably the experience we had at Guardians of the Galaxy. I'm just annoyed And I don't know if upset's the right word. Just disappointed. I don't know. Yeah. Anyway, I'm gonna go and pack my case now. I fully intended to pack my suitcase when I came in tonight, but I have not done that. I've washed my face and I've jumped into bed because apparently I've done 23,000 steps today. So I need to not be standing up anymore. After tonight, I'm undecided about how I feel about bothering with the extended evening hours in Epcot. Obviously we done it last week, and if you're getting the Guardians virtual queue at 6 PM, I honestly don't think it's worth it over trying to get it at 7 or 1. I would understand if you'd missed out at the 7 or 1 slot, or if you physically couldn't go until later on in the day, but both times have been a considerably longer wait to get on. When I got the boarding group earlier on, my estimated wait would have taken us up to it being arrive between 10 and 11 pretty much. But I think what happens is because of the fireworks, the wait time for Guardians drops drastically because everyone is watching the fireworks. So therefore your estimated wait then completely depletes, and I think riding it between 10 and 11 would be better. But I'm also pretty sure that as soon as 9 o'clock hits, again, I've said this and I could be wrong, but it just feels like every single person who's got a boarding pass in the extended evening hours bracket gets called at 9 PM, because it therefore means if people are joining the queue at 10 and the queue's massive, they're probably able to clear it by 11, maybe. It just means that no one is jumping in at 11 at night and then they're there until midnight, maybe. I don't really know if there's any truth behind that, but that's what it feels like to me. So yeah, the 2 longest waits I've had on Guardians have been during those extended evening hours, which are supposed to be times when the park is a bit quieter, you can do more stuff, there's not as many guests in the park. It's supposed to be a perk, and it was awful tonight. I felt I was on the brink of a panic attack. I don't know if I've ever had a panic attack before, but I felt a bit in that realm. If you've been on Guardians, you'll understand how the queue works. It is not a great queue system in my opinion. There's a lot of just big rooms without any kind of structure to them. There's big rooms and you need to stand either within the light grey bit of carpet or within the lighted ring. That's your sort of parameters. And because there's a specific area that gets you onto the ride faster, and everyone is wise to that now, people tend to stick to that side because it makes sense. And especially, like I'm saying, in that extended evening hours when people have been going in and they're maybe not used to having to wait and the queue area is long, they're like, by the time they get to the pre-showrooms, they're like, right, let's get on and off so we can continue taking advantage of this lower crowd level park. And when you're in a theme park and you're in a situation where you're queuing, you're always advised or told to keep your party together. Like, make sure your party is complete before you move anywhere. And that is what we always try to do. And in Guardians, that means we kind of create a little like elephant chain so we don't lose track of one another. We stick close together and just try and move as a unit. So essentially what happened is once we get through into the actual sort of loading area where you're all single file, a party sort of not barged past us, but they were like, excuse me, and then instead of it just being one person, there was 3 of them, and we were just a bit like that, wait, whoa, what's going on? And the guy, like, it got heated very quickly for very little good reason. Actually, for no good reason. I don't know why I said very little. It just turned quite hostile. And the guy was like, well, you barged past us and you split our party up. and it's not our job to keep your party together. It's no one else's job but your party's job to stick together. And I don't know how many people were in this party, but there was 3 people that had barged past us, and we're all kind of having this altercation in pretty much the loading area. And then it turns out there was another 2 people from that party behind us who hadn't, barged through. Were probably feeling the same way I was, where they were just like that. Why is this happening? Please, Earth, swallow me up. So it was at least 5 people in that party that were all further back from whoever else was in their party. I don't know how big their party was, but surely if 5 of you are back, unless you're a party of 20, it doesn't make sense for you to not... do you know what I mean? Unless you're a party of 20, it doesn't make sense for those 5 people to catch up with you. I'd imagine there's maybe another couple of them. 3 maybe. So it doesn't make sense for 5 people to go ahead when the 3 people could just wait until their party was complete and all together. So yeah, it wasn't nice. It didn't feel good. It's the least fun I've had on Guardians, and it's my favourite. I love it so much. And it just sucks because it's my last night on holiday, and that's just put a big dampener on it for me. Not a big dampener, I've still had a lovely time, but that was a really rubbish way for it to end. And then obviously, Fix It Felix over here is trying to figure out a way where potentially Guardians could be a better, fairer system. Especially in that last room where everyone just crowds the doors as soon as they become available. Although a couple of times in this trip we have fully just seen people barge through those doors before they open for you. It's happened a couple of times when we've been waiting in that room for the doors to open that people have just ignored the rest of the pre-show and barged through, because obviously it's the sort of emergency exit push bars that are on them. People have just went straight through them without waiting for them to open themselves. Potentially when you get to that point and the doors are there, I think maybe staggering the doors opening, so one opens and if you could randomise that, it would be good as well, so people can't flock to the far left door because they know that's the one that opens first. It's just randomised, and then it just means whoever's there can get through faster. The best scenario would be if there was another set of doors on the other side and you just didn't know what side would open, so therefore no one's going to be flocking to a side when it might not open for them. But obviously that's not going to happen because the ride's not designed in such a way. It's also not something that many people probably care about, because hopefully the situation that happened to us tonight isn't a common occurrence and people can just calm down and stick together and just chill out. It was for the sake of getting on one sort of car ahead of us or whatever. Just exhausting. But yeah, I've waffled on about this for about 12 minutes now, and I'm going to go to sleep instead and attempt to stop thinking about it, even though my wee brain will not let me. But yeah, that was the last day. It's been a very busy day. It's been a great day until that. I need to not let that affect the rest of my day. I need to just compartmentalise that as being a different thing that's happened. Done so much. I am tired. I've still got to pack my case. I haven't really bought that much since I got here, so it should be a straightforward packing of the case. I've also got I packed a little case inside my big case, so I do have space to put things in, which is nice. I need to set my alarm nice and early so that I've got time to do that and still enjoy the day before we return the car and head home. And that's all I've got for that, and I'm not making sense, so good night, bye. It's like when you're editing yourself and you get sick of listening to your own self speak and looking at your own face. So yeah, that was part of it as well.